Hey friends, do you want to get unreasonably excited for something that isn't even going to come out for another few years and you'll have to spend at least $60 on, if not more, to get, and it won't even resemble what got you excited in the first place? Well, do I have a method of marketing for you. Now, what's kind of cool about game trailers is they're often more than just a marketing gimmick. There might be some companies that do just kind of phone it in, show off some gameplay, highlight some features, and really, that kind of fulfills everything that they need it to do. But there are some other companies that actually will hire people to create some really artistically driven game trailers. They have some really nice music, some great editing. They pick out the best parts of a game without spoiling a lot of things, and that's a lot of fun to be able to watch. I mean, why even watch Better Call Saul or Yellowstone when you can obsessively watch the trailer for LittleBigPlanet 3 instead? This trailer it's not really one of my favorites. The trailer does welcome you to the world that the developers created, showing off its very cute graphics, its childlike music, and its world of jump-heavy platforming sections. It does utilize a lot of different kinds of media. Everything looks great, it just doesn't do a lot for me. It does serve a great purpose in attracting a lot of families to the game, as it's very kid-friendly, but that's about it. It's definitely a creation that is far more about business than it is about art. That's right, it's a brand new Mario game. I love that the beginning of the trailer makes you kind of wonder what game it could be until you see that Mario cap on top and he comes popping out as if he's welcoming you into his world. And then the music bursts into the scene with a jazzy score and horns and a piano. It provides a perfect, exciting backdrop for all of the things you're about to learn about this game. We see power-ups, costumes, and unique movesets that Mario has in this new title dance across the different settings, providing a perfect explanation of the gameplay through a show, don't tell storytelling strategy. Nintendo created a trailer that perfectly encapsulates the carefree nature of the game while showing off actual gameplay and displaying its emphasis on fun. So, this one's kind of weird. This commercial was only released in Japan for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and it seemed like Nintendo was still a little bit nervous about advertising a video game to be a video game after the video game crash of 1983. In this trailer, we don't see any gameplay whatsoever, but we do see a cast of people dressed up as Legend of Zelda characters dancing to a song until Princess Zelda needs to scream out for help and we see Link answer the call. We do hear the series' iconic theme ringing out over the Japanese song, and we see plenty of items from the game, such as the Master Sword and the Triforce being used in battle. Like I said though, the trailer shows no gameplay. However, the trailer does succeed in being fun, and tells viewers a story of a hero coming to the aid of a princess to defeat the big bad guy, just like the games in the series before. There's so much to love about this trailer, even if it doesn't really represent the final product. I love the music that they put over it. It makes a very somber and melancholic mood. It starts on the eye of a young girl who has been thrown out of a window to her death. It's interesting how the storytelling decides to start from the end and move backwards while also putting in clips that happen just before the end part that we started at. We see people being murdered but also fighting against zombies, humans brandishing knives and axes, fighting for their lives. And what we get in the end is just this feeling of despair for this family that went on vacation. And in the very end of it, we see them living together, happy, smiling, and laughing. But we know what happens to them. It's just too bad that this didn't represent the final project. But it's a really cool trailer, though. This trailer opens up with the year and the city that this game takes place in. What is cool about this trailer to me is everything else that it does. It opens up a story that isn't even necessarily in the actual game, but the themes, the battle, and the combat that we see is absolutely representative of the final gameplay. I love their choice of music here. They open up with a choir singing, which helps put the historical time and date into perspective and really matches the setting of the rest of the trailer. But what is really cool that they do is after a little bit of time and things start becoming more tense, violins suddenly swell in, accompanied with the drum beats, just kind of providing more tension and building more excitement as we see the main character begin going through the crowd. Let's take a listen. I really enjoy that they chose to put sound effects over the music of the weapons being used that are cutting down these guards one by one. Then they go ahead and add a little bit of narrative dialogue, just to make sure that the people who haven't played this game and might just be watching it for fun understand what's going on and have a little bit more context.
But also quite foolish. Assassin.
Another fun detail that we see here is that the Assassin's Creed games has always been a one protagonist kind of game, so there was really only one guy fighting. When we see all of these guards suddenly collapse in addition to the ones we saw earlier, it does make existing players wonder how this is even possible. But then we skip ahead a little bit and it's revealed hey, we've got a squad now! So it's just fun that Ubisoft was able to make a very artistic trailer, while also being able to reveal new gameplay elements for existing fans of the franchise. When Microsoft decided to enter in and compete with Sony and Nintendo, they needed to bring a heavy hitter with their Xbox to really be able to compete, and man, did they ever succeed. Halo 3 was going to revolutionize online gaming and bring everybody together to be able to compete and shoot at each other. And to top it all off, Halo 3 was the last of the trilogy. Guess not. Being the final Halo game or not though, it's clear that Microsoft really wanted to sell this third one. They threw their entire marketing department behind this one game and created commercials that people knew about and created a coherent story throughout the trailers that they released to where, like I said, people were interested even if they didn't know about the game. The trailer we're going to watch is one that's called the Believe campaign. They set up an entire battlefield using different figurines and hardly any characters from the game. And it still worked to let people know that Halo 3 was coming out and to get them really excited through their use of music, direction, and just a really unique idea for when it comes to a video game. So please, we're just going to let this one play. Enjoy.